Hello, handsome boys and handsome girls. It's your man, it's Andy. We're back with another episode. We're going to jump into some of your comments, give you all a little bit of free coaching, a little bit of love, tell you all that you're wonderful, amazing human beings, and you're all doing a fabulous job. So, Ziva Main, on a video called I'm Scared to Be Upfront When Approaching, said, "These videos are a sign of God for me to do something." Brother, I appreciate you calling me God, not my official title. Thank you. And then a beautiful update. I complimented this girl on her outfit and she said thank you. Thinking about approaching actually made it easier to give her the compliment. Next stop, tell a girl she's cute. Brilliant. Beautiful. And this, by the way, is exactly how I recommend all of you sort of go after your approach anxiety. Or if you're afraid to walk up to women and ask them out, this is what I recommend. I made this approach anxiety program quite a while ago, a couple of years ago. And I literally say, first of all, it's fine if you suck at this. Don't stress. You don't have to be this big, masculine, alpha male, confident dude. Just go outside every day. If you can't talk to women, just go outside every day and just think about hitting on women. Walk past a few of them. You see some cute girl, walk past her, and then just think, what would it be like if I said hi to her? What would I say? What small talk would we make? How would I ask her out? Would I tell her that she's pretty? Just start thinking about it and playing it out in your head and literally imagining it with some of the girls that you walk past. And then from there, at any point, you're allowed to actually say hello to them. But if you can't, that's okay. Just keep going out and thinking about doing it. Every single second that you're out there is a massive success. Eventually, once it becomes a habit to walk around thinking about it, you can try and make some eye contact and try smiling at some of them. Just give them a friendly smile as you walk past them. You can smile at guys too if you want to. Just start smiling at human beings when you're outside. From there, you can start giving some compliments. And Ziva Main, you freaking legend, you already did that, didn't you, my brother? You're like, hey, I complimented her on her outfit. Amazing, man. You're a freaking hero. So you're already up to step. What is that? God, you're up to step 6. You've almost freaking finished. And so once you start giving compliments, you can start making some small talk, or maybe you can tell them that you're cute. You do not need to be smooth. It doesn't have to be a good conversation. You can suck at it. That's okay. And then eventually you get to a point where you're just like, hey, I'd love to grab a coffee with you. If you're single, can I grab a coffee or a drink with you? What's your phone number? So you don't have to be good at this, you guys, at all. I made this really, really, really simple so that those of you who struggle to go outside and be this confident guy who can talk to women, it's okay, fine, don't do that. Go outside and just start thinking about it. Think about what you would say to them. Think about how you might do it. Think about what it would be like. Feel the feelings that come up, because even thinking about talking to a woman, for a lot of you, that will fucking terrify you. And so you almost need to get comfortable with the idea of doing it before you do it. Some of you, that's what you need. Some of you will be able to go out there and just walk up to a woman and be like, hi, you're cute. We've had plenty of coaching clients who can do that. We send them out on day 1 and we're like, go out there and try, and we're just going to see what happens. They go out there on day 1, they come back, they're like, I talked to 5 girls today and I got 1 phone number. And you're like, holy shit, good job, dude. Wow, hit the ground running, amazing. But most of the coaching clients, I would say most of the people that come to us for coaching cannot do an approach. They go out there, they try, they just can't do it. They come back and they go, fuck, I couldn't do it. And we're like, brilliant, good. Okay, day 2, now what we're going to get you to do is just walk around thinking about it. And then it only takes a few days after that for most of the clients to actually start doing their first couple of approaches. But even if it takes you guys a couple of weeks or something, that's cool. Hell, if it takes you 3 months of walking around thinking about hitting on women before you can do it, good. I'm proud of you. You're amazingly courageous. You're amazingly brave. You're doing such a good freaking job. So yeah, Ziva Mean, congratulations, my man. You are an absolute legend. All right, so this next comment made me crack the fuck up, and Cam laughed as well. So guys, for full context, this was a comment left on a video called Shut Up and Go Take Action Motivation. And it was a really short, 10-minute video that Cam and I did where we literally said, so many of you think that your situation is unique and that you can't go and do the action that will get you the thing that you want, that you have unique circumstances or whatever. We have been doing this for enough years to know that everyone is capable of change. If you just shut up and stop believing your limiting beliefs and just go out and take action, you will get the things that you want. And when Cam and I recorded that video, after we finished recording, I literally said to him, I bet you $10, someone will leave a comment saying, but what about my situation? I'm different. I have my own unique limiting beliefs and fears and all of that. And we literally said that in the video. We said, it doesn't matter what limiting beliefs come up in your head. Stop believing them. Your job is to stop thinking, shut up, and just go and do something. And then my brother, you left this comment, my wonderful, beautiful fucking brother. You literally said, what about my situation? And dude, I cracked up when I read this. You are not unique, my brother. The video applies to you. We literally said that in the video. We said, every single one of you listening, this video applies to you. Shut up and go take action. So my friend, you say here, I'm in a college town, there's less people, 180,000 people. Great, that's about the size of where I live right now. It's slightly bigger than that, but it's not much bigger than that. The heaps of cute girls around campus. I'm scared to approach, blah, blah, blah. I'm worried I'll get a reputation and come off as creepy. Nobody else does anything like this. Am I just making excuses or is this valid? Brother, fuck, I love you, but dude, watch the video again. And this is what our brains do, guys. Like, I'm not having a go at you, my friend, because this is what our brains do. We will literally watch a video where someone directly or two people directly say to us, your circumstances are not unique. You are not the special fucking snowflake exception that you think you are. For fuck's sakes, we have worked with people that are like disabled and in wheelchairs. We have worked with people that are like blind and they have some success on dating apps. We have worked with whatever limiting belief you might come up with. We have worked with that, or we have seen that, or we have seen people succeed in that. And yet your brain will still come up with this idea that you're unique and that you're the special exception. Do you think there is anyone else in the entire world who lives in a city of about 200,000 people and has success with women? I'm sure you can guess there are other people that have success with that. Do you think that you are the only man on the planet that is scared to approach on campus? Do you know how many people have left comments saying, I'm scared to get a reputation on campus? That's like the most common fear that people have when they're at university. Do you think you are the only man who's ever been scared about getting a reputation and coming off as creepy? Do you think that's uniquely you? I wrote a fucking article about this, my brother. I'm afraid of being creepy. I wrote this article like 6 years ago. It's like one of my oldest articles because it's the biggest fucking fear that people have. I have literally been called creepy. Look at this. This is a girl that I matched with on Bumble years ago. And she said, does your bio line work on many girls? I must say it made me giggle. And for context, at that point in time, my bio said, when I was little, girls hated when I pulled their hair. Funny how some things change. So she says, your bio made me giggle. And then she said, I showed it to my housemate and she said, you are a creep. But I was pretty into it. And I ended up sleeping with this girl. We ended up having a threesome with her and my ex-partner, Imi. And so some girls will think you're a creep. Yeah. Some girls will think that. Cool, great, wonderful. Some girls will think you're funny. Some girls will think you're confident. Like, who gives a fuck? So, brother, do you think you are the first fucking man or the only man on the planet who's worried about being creepy? Nobody else does anything like this. You think you're the first fucking person to be like, oh shit, I don't see anyone else approaching. Is this really safe? Is this okay? Brother, am I just making excuses? Yes. Is this valid? Fuck off. And I mean that with love, man. I mean that with so much love, especially because you were nice at the end. You're like, you're a good man, Andy. Thanks for the videos. But brother, fuck. Go back and watch the video again. The video called Shut Up and Go Take Action. Watch it 3 times and then go outside and say hi to a girl. Like I just said before, if you're a little bit scared to talk to girls, just start with this, my approach anxiety program. Just go outside and start thinking about saying hi to girls. Just think about saying hi to them. And you can walk up and be super nice and super polite. You don't have to walk up and be like, hey, sexy lady, let me see them boobies. Like, no, you can walk up and just be like, hi, I'm like whatever your name is. I'm fucking Tony. I don't know what your name is. I'm Tony. Hi. How's it going? You're super cute. I wanted to say hi. Or you can just walk up and be like, hi, I'm Tony. I don't really know anyone around here. I'm trying to make friends. Like, do you want to be friends? And you can start out as friends if you want to. Like, whatever the fuck you want to do. But yes, my friend, you are doing the beautiful thing that Cam and I literally said was going to happen in the video, that some of you would watch that video where we directly say, you are not the exception. All of your fears are the same fears that fucking basically every other man or woman or human has. You're not unique. Shut up. Go take action. We knew this was going to happen. This is like perfect. Brother, when you wrote this, there was a part of me, and Cam and I talked about this. I was like, is this a parody? Like, is this, like, are they literally leaving this as a joke. And I don't think you're joking. I think you're being quite honest and sincere, and good job opening up. But no, my friend, watch the fucking video. The video is the solution. Go watch the video again and then just start thinking about talking to some women. And then I promise you, you are capable of doing it. Promise you fucking nothing bad happens if one person thinks you're a creep. I don't know what you're talking about, reputation. Like, fucking hell, like, what? A reputation is a confident guy who's nice to women and walks up to them and says, hi. I also really, brother, really recommend you grab a copy of the Play to Win video course. Please, please, please fucking buy this. This is so applicable to you because right now, this chapter is super applicable because right now you are playing not to lose. You're like, what if I get a bad reputation? I don't want to get a bad reputation. I don't want to be creepy. I don't want to get judged. Like, you're playing not to lose. But we, my brother, are here to play to win. So instead of saying, I want to walk up to this girl and like, oh, fuck, I hope I don't creep her out. You say, I'm going to walk up to her and try and give her a great experience. I'm going to try and make her feel good about herself. I'm going to try and make her feel safe. Like, what is the opposite of creepy? It's helping women feel safe. So walk up with that mindset. You're so focused on the thing you don't want instead of the thing that you do want, which is to have a beautiful conversation with a woman, to have a great time together. If she says no or she has a boyfriend, you're going to respect her boundaries and wish her well and say, hey, I hope you and your boyfriend are happy together. Thank you for the conversation. Like, I hope you enjoy your day. You're going to try and make her day a little bit brighter. That's what you want, but you're so focused on what you don't want that you're not even thinking about that. So my brother, please fucking grab the Play to Win video course. If you can't afford it because you're in college, I think it's like 40, I think I made it like $40. If you can't afford it, yeah, $40. If you can't afford $40, first of all, I'd say stop fucking drinking so much and save your money and buy the fucking course. But if you still can't afford it, send me an email. I will send you a copy for like $1 fucking or something. So like, grab the goddamn Play to Win video course and then watch the video again, my brother, and then go up and say hi to women. There are so many women that would love to meet you, and right now you are depriving them of the opportunity to meet you. Look at this video that I did. Go watch this. If you don't approach, you deprive her of the chance to meet you. What if you walk up to her and you guys have the most amazing conversation ever? What if you guys end up dating and you're just such a good influence on each other for however long you date? You add a ton to each other's lives and you have a beautiful experience. You're depriving her of that right now because you're afraid of creeping a girl out. Oh my God, like, or getting a reputation. Like, you're being a selfish prick, my man. Like, you're clearly a fucking beautiful, empathetic human being. Otherwise, you wouldn't be scared of coming off as creepy. You'd just be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to get laid. Like, you clearly are someone who is an empathetic, wonderful human being. Women deserve to meet a dude like you, man, but you're just depriving yourself of this. You're depriving her of this too. So stop being a selfish asshole who keeps his wonderful self to himself and share your wonderful self with some of these women, man. Some of these women would love to meet you, but you're holding back out of fear, man. So stop playing not to lose. Go out there, my beautiful brother, and play to win. And on that exact video that I just mentioned a second ago, the video, if you don't approach, you deprive her of the chance to meet you, we had this comment from Dave Slatton 8460, who says, yeah, but I was told not to approach, that I need to wait. It's some spiritual crap that doesn't make sense to me. Brother, are you going to live your life according to the rules that other people give you? Do you want to be a little slave who just does what other people say he should, and other people are going to run his life and he just has to sit in the back seat? That sounds like a recipe for misery. One of my favorite books on the entire planet is this absolutely life-changing book called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. Again, one of my favorite books. This is literally in my top maybe 3 books of all time. And she was a woman who looked after people who were literally dying. And she came to hear all of their regrets and the things that they were sad about and the things they wish they had done. And the number one regret, the number one most painful and the number one most common regret that people had was, I wish I had lived a life more true to myself instead of the life others wished for me. How many of us can relate to that? I even did a set of 3 videos on this. So if you search on my YouTube channel for the word rules, there's these 3 videos here, part 1, part 2, and part 3. I broke all the rules and it made me a success. I broke all the rules and it's probably why you like me. I broke all the rules and it brought me inner peace. And in here, I talk about how people all my life have told me what I should do, what I have to do. Here's what you must do. And I have found a lot of happiness in pulling away from that and sitting with myself and meditating and saying, who do I want to be? What are my principles that I want to live my life by? What does being a good person mean to me? What does compassion and love mean to me? What would make me happy? And then I can share that happiness with others. And I am telling you, brother, it is not following the fucking rules that other people give me when they don't fucking know me. Nobody else is here in this body with this brain and this heart living this life. So how can anyone else know what would be right for me? They're also not God, or they're just a mortal little human being. How can they possibly say what the rules of the universe are, or like what I should do, or any of that? And so I really recommend you go and watch these three videos, particularly part one, but all of them are pretty relevant. So in part one, if you go on there and scroll down, I have timestamps or chapters. This one especially, dating and sex and masculinity. And so many people, and relationships too. So many people will tell you what you should do in dating. You know, you shouldn't talk to women. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Blah, blah, blah. And again, my brother, I have just found that it is a life of misery, a life of feeling passive, a life of unhappiness. If I just do what other people told me, like who the fuck are they to tell me how to live my life? They're not me. Again, I would sit with yourself. This might take days, weeks, months, or years. And I would ask yourself questions like, what does being a good person mean to me? How do I want to have a positive impact on the world? How do I want to have a positive impact on my own life? Like, what do I want to do? What do I want to contribute to life, to existence, to the universe, to society, to other people? And I, Andy, have just found I live my best life when I leave the house and go outside and say hello to pretty girls that I like and tell them that they're pretty and wish them well. And if they have a boyfriend or they're not interested, I say, I hope you and your boyfriend are incredibly happy together. I hope you have a beautiful life. If they are interested, then I do everything I can to have a positive impact on their life in the time that we spend together, however long that is. And so I sit down or I have sat down and asked myself, do I want to approach? Do I feel like that would be a positive contribution to society, to myself, to my own life, to my friends, to people around me? Do I feel like the world will be just a tiny bit better if I approach? And my answer for me personally is yes. But plenty of other people would tell me and have told me in comments and emails and shit that, no, approaching is bothering women. Approaching is being creepy. You shouldn't do that. You're harassing people. Even if you're polite and gentle and you help people feel safe and you're very respectful and you give them a compliment and you wait for them to say yes or no, you don't try and force anything and you're honest and upfront, that's still harassing people. Great. That's your fucking opinion. Cool. Great. Don't go out and approach yourself because you clearly don't want to. But if you want to, go out and do it. So my brother, Dave, I would sit with yourself, man. I would sit very still and say, what do I want? Who do I want to be? How do I want to have a positive contribution to society, to life, to the universe, to whatever this fucking weird thing is that we call existence? Who do I want to be? All right, and we will do one more. So pipe dream. Hey, that's cool. With the J, it still sounds like pipe dream. Pipe dream. I like that. So this was on a video about can you have fast sex without BDSM? Hey, Andy, should I be worried about being too crass? Once again, that is playing not to lose. We are here to play to win. Anytime any of you, I can see you playing not to lose, I'm just going to direct you towards my play to win video course. There's a link down below to this. I really, really, really recommend you grab this. Like so many of you live your lives in fear of like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be too crass. I'm scared of this. I'm worried about this. You will achieve a much more happy, much more peaceful, much more successful, much more amazing life if you turn those fears into what you want. And instead of living your life based on fears and avoidance, why don't you take action from a place of love or excitement or joy or doing the things you want to do rather than being scared of the things that you don't want to do? So again, I really recommend you grab a copy of that. So I'm worried about being too crass. Like if I approach a girl and say, hey, I thought you were sexy. You have an amazing ass. Is that considered maximum honesty or honesty plus being crass? You have that client that compliments girls' asses, but what if he took it a step further and complimented their boobs too? Is there a point where it goes too far? So, my wonderful friend, what I just said to the last guy applies to you. There are no rules. What do you want to do? Instead of you asking me what you should do, I'm not your dad. Instead of asking me what is too crass, what am I, fucking God? Am I a dictator who's going to draw the line in the sand and be like, well, okay, according to my expert opinion as God, if you say too much over this side, that's crass. If you say it over here, that's okay. If you say ass, that's a little too crass. Like, I'm not fucking God, guys. I'm just a guy like any of you who's trying to live his fucking life and trying to help people and trying to be good and trying to do all the same things that you guys are. I don't have all the answers. I can't tell you what is right for you. Now that I've said all that, I will tell you what I feel in my life. And if you want, you can use that as a starting point and you can figure out how you feel. But I would hold up a big mirror to you, Mr. Pipe Dream, and I would say, what do you want to do? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? Like, how do you want to go through life? What are your principles? Blah, blah, blah. Like, these are questions for you to ask yourself. It is entirely up to you what you say when you walk up to other human beings. Again, I'm not your dad. I'm not God. I'm not a dictator. I can't make you live your life. All of that said, I personally don't tell women they have an amazing ass. Like, maybe if she was literally showing off her butt or something, or like if we were talking and we had a ton of chemistry and she was wearing some really hot pants or something, I might say something like, yo, can I be really honest and frank with you? Which, by the way, is what my client does before he tells girls that they have an amazing ass. He literally says, can I be 100% honest with you? And then they go, yes. And he goes, you have a really amazing ass. So maybe I would say something like that. I personally probably wouldn't say ass. I'd say like, you have the cutest butt. Like, that to me just feels a little like, kinda, I don't know, like however you want to phrase it. Would I compliment a woman's boobs when I first talk to her? No. Like, that's just not what I want to do. I don't know that my client ever would, but it doesn't matter what he would do or what I would do. This is up to you. You know, you say, is there a point where it goes too far? Again, that's up to you. Like, who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What kind of person do you want to have? What kind of person do you want to be? And for me, part of the person that I want to be and part of the impact that I want to have on the world is I want to do my best to be compassionate, to be kind, to help other people feel safe. I very much understand that a lot of women do not feel 100% safe in life. A lot of men don't either. A lot of women feel a little nervous when they're first hit on. A lot of women feel very scared and nervous and worried about boundaries. And is this guy going to respect me when it comes to sex? And so for me, I like people to feel really safe. I went on a date and had sex with this girl a couple of days ago. I did a video on this. This video here called I Re-Engaged 2 Dead Conversations on Tinder and Hinge. And so I ended up meeting this Asian girl, and she was unbelievably scared and nervous with everything. Scared to text, really scared and nervous on the date, really terrified to have sex. I spent the entire date and the entire texting before that and the entire freaking time in the bedroom and before the bedroom when we were on my couch, basically trying to help her feel safe. And I said to her, you know, a couple of times, like, hey, are you feeling a little nervous right now? And she's like, I'm so nervous. And I was like, do you want a little cuddle? Like, when we were on the date, we were in a park, we were just kind of sitting and chilling. And she was so fucking terrified and nervous. And I could tell she was really scared. And when I asked her if she was nervous, she said yes. And I literally said, do you want a little cuddle right now? Like, do you want me to give you a cuddle here in this park? And she said, yes, please. And she kind of put her head on my shoulder and I kind of just gave her a little cuddle and I stroked her hair. And I said, you're doing such a good job. Like, you're doing a really good job of this date. I promise that I find you interesting, because she was scared that I would think she was boring or lame, or, you know, she even said a couple of times, I don't really know what to say. And I was like, you don't have to say anything. Like, you're doing a really good job. I just like being here with you. I think you're really pretty. I think you're interesting. I'm enjoying this date. I promise I don't need you to do a good job. It's okay if you're scared. And I just reassured her a bunch of times. And then when I invited her back to my place, she was really nervous and scared. And I was like, are you sure? Like, you don't have to come back to my place. Are you sure? And she was like, I want to. I'm just really scared. And I was like, okay, we'll chill on the couch and we'll cuddle. We'll go slow. And when we were first sitting on my couch, we kind of made out a little bit. And I asked her, like, do you want to go to the bedroom? Like, how are you feeling? She was really nervous and I just reassured her. And then when we were in bed, she was fucking terrified. She was literally shaking. And I said, would you like to have a big cuddle before we do anything sexual? And she was like, yes, please. And I just wrapped her up in my arms and gave her a cuddle and stroked her hair. And there was like 5 or 6 times during sex when I could see she was still nervous. Literally, my penis is inside her and we're having sex, but she's still really nervous. 5 or 6 times that I said, do you want to keep going? Or would you like to take a break and have a cuddle? And 5 out of those 6 times she said, do you mind if we have a cuddle? So I was like, sure. So I pulled out, gave her a big fucking cuddle, reassured her. So you can see that women feeling safe and women feeling good and people just having a good time around me is something that's very, very meaningful to me. Like, to me personally, that's meaningful. So, if you say the question, which you didn't really ask this, but if I answer the question that you didn't ask me, which is, Andy, what do you like to say to women? No, I probably wouldn't tell them that they have an amazing ass. I don't always say that they're sexy. I do if she's like wearing a fucking sexy outfit and it's like Friday night and she's like strutting around in her sexy boots or something, then I'll be like, whoa, I find you so sexy. But if it's during the daytime and she just looks cute, I'll just say, hey, I thought you were super cute. If she looks pretty, like to me, then I'll say, I thought you looked so pretty. If she has this like classy look to her, I'll say, whoa, you look like really classy and attractive. Like, I just say whatever I feel in that moment. But in my mind, like for me and what's important to me, I want them to feel good. I want them to feel safe. I want them to feel like looked after, like all of that kind of stuff. So no, I wouldn't tell someone they have an amazing ass. I might say it on a date. I definitely say it when we get back to my apartment and when we're making out and, all of that. Would I compliment their boobs? Probably not. No. Like, although I might, like if we're vibing but even then, no, I'd probably say it after we've kissed. And so again, my friend, there is no point where it goes too far, like that's just universally bad. There's no universal rule of like, you're allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say this. No, this is your life. Life is a single player mission where there are a lot of other players playing at the same time. And so you are the one living your life. It is entirely up to you who you want to be. I myself have found a lot of joy and love and beauty in being kind to other people, being empathetic, helping them feel safe, nurturing them, providing them a lot of love. Like, maybe you'd say being gentle rather than being crass. Like, however you want to phrase it, I get a lot of joy out of that. So would I say these things to a woman? No, but it's your life. You can say whatever you want. So I'm trying to guide you, in case any of you can't tell, I'm trying to guide all of you to figuring out what being a good person means for you. I'm not going to sit here like some dictator and be like, you have to say this, you all need to do this. Like, you guys and girls have been lectured to enough your entire life. The previous commenter literally said that, where he's like, people tell me that I shouldn't approach. All of you have been told a million different rules throughout your life. Your parents just told you what to do all the time. You went to school and they just dictated totalitarian dictatorship, telling you who you have to be, what you have to do, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Like, they just tell you what to do. Learn this, don't learn that, make sure you put this on the test. If you don't write these exact words in the exam, then I'm going to fail you. Like, you guys have been dictated to enough, and then the government comes in and tells you all the things you should do. Then like religious people will come in and dictate morality and sin and all of that shit to you. And then your friends will tell you who you should be. Then the news will tell you what to do. YouTubers will tell you what to do. Fucking Twitter will tell you what to do. Feminists will yell at you and tell you what to do. And then fucking red pill, angry Andrew Tate people will yell at you and tell you what to do. People will shame you. People will guilt trip you. Aren't you guys tired of being told what to do? Like, I'm genuinely curious why a lot of you come to me and ask me to tell you what to do. Aren't you tired of being told what to do? Aren't you tired of being dictated to? Aren't you tired of being told who you have to be? Don't you just kind of want some room to breathe, to figure it out for yourself, to sit with yourself for 5 minutes and say, what does being a good person mean to me? How do I want to have a positive impact on the world? And what would that look like for me? Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? And how do I want to live my life? And what legacy do I want to leave behind? And so sit with yourself, my brother, just like I said to the last guy, sit with yourself and figure out how you want to have a positive impact on the women that you approach or that you talk to. Figure that out for yourself and go and do that. My client feels like he has a positive impact on women when he tells them that they have an amazing ass. And I know the guy, obviously, because I've worked with him for a year. He's a very kind, empathetic person. If he got the feeling that saying you have an amazing ass to lots of women started to upset them or upset enough of them, he would stop doing it. He stopped doing other things that he found made women a little bit uncomfortable. And so again, my brother, figure out who you want to be, what kind of positive impact you want to have on the world, and go in that direction. Let love guide you rather than guilt or shame. When you guys ask me what to do, You are abdicating responsibility for your own life. And you are essentially saying, Andy, can you tell me what I should do? Can you guilt trip me, control me, and tell me who I have to be? And it's like, no, I don't consent to that. I don't consent to telling you how you should live your life. I'm not interested in doing that. All that I ever do when I sit here in front of all of you is I try and speak my truth to you and tell you what worked well for my life or what seems to be working well in my life. I tell you what some of my clients have done. I tell you what my friends have done, and then use that. You guys can use that as a baseline to figure out who you want to be, what you want to do, and the impact you want to have on the world. But I never sit here and tell you what you have to do. None of my videos are prescriptive. They are descriptive. I am describing my life and the sex I have and the business I build and the things that work for me, but I am not prescribing any of that to any of you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will finish up there. Right now, I have a very cool, very sexy, very interesting little deal for you. For any of you that are interested in the coaching, we got a sexy little hardcore one-on-one coaching deal right now. If you would like 16 weeks, that's if you pay in full, of daily access to me, Andy, oh my goodness, message me whenever you want, a weekly one-on-one call with me as well. That is available if you pay in full. Otherwise, it'll be 12 weeks if you take a payment plan. I will be your cheerleader. I will be your coach. I will be your mentor. I will be right there for you, and I will help you live that life you want to live. You'll also get access to the VIP group coaching program as well. So the weekly group calls, messaging all the other coaches every single day, the coaching group and all of that sort of stuff. You'll get access to our members-only video library. You'll get all the video courses and ebooks I've ever released. You get lifetime access to our members-only Discord group. So you basically get free coaching and accountability for the rest of your goddamn life, and maybe the thing that you guys actually care about the most, which is you will get the life of your dreams. You will achieve your goals. Like the people that do one-on-one coaching with me, they achieve their freaking goals. You're working with me one-on-one every day. You absolutely achieve your goals. So if that is interesting to any of you, if you want that, $10,000, I normally offer it for like $20,000. In fact, I haven't really offered it for the last couple of years. I've only worked in the group coaching. So this is basically a once off fucking deal that I'm offering. I'm only offering this 2 slots. So the first 2 people that sign up get this, and then done, never again. So if you want this, I'll leave a link down below to this. I'll also leave a link to the Play to Win video course if you're interested in that. And then we have the Affordable Abundance Collective if you want. So all of that is down below. Basically all the coaching, all the video courses and stuff like that is down below. As always, you wonderful ladies and gentlemen, go out there, have fun, crush those goals, and figure out who you want to be.